everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the latest episode of Real Talk Tonight. I'm your host, Annalise Garcia.
I am your other host, Heather Bravo.
So today we are continuing the great list of interviews that we have. But before we jump into that, I want to remind you guys to give us a follow, become a member at patreon.com/realtalktonight or buymeacoffee.com/Annalise. When you do that, you get access to all of our videos early and you get exclusive content. So you don't want to miss that. I also want to let you guys know, let me share this with you. Remind you guys that we're doing a raffle. Okay. So we are giving away 2 tickets to 2 lucky winners. And it's going to be for a comedy class at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank. It's on October 16th at noon. And if you want to enter to win, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/realtalktonight or buymeacoffee.com/Annalise and become a member, and you will be entered to win, which I think is pretty cool.
The winners will be announced on October the 10th.
Yes. So all you have to do is become a member on either Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee by then. And if you are chosen as the winner, I will send you a private message on either of those platforms letting you know.
Yay!
Yeah, super exciting. Okay, so we have a great interview today. Do you want to introduce our guests?
Oh, yes. So we have a couple of fantastic ladies from the Antelope Valley. Briana Booth. I'm sorry, Nia, I don't remember your last name, but also her partner, Nia. They are my superheroes. They have a cakery on Lancaster Boulevard in Lancaster, California called Floradonna's Cakery. And we're going to bring them on. We're going to get a little bit of their background, and we're going to just get all the information on them and let you guys fall in love with them like I have. So Bri, Nia, hi, welcome to the show.
Hi guys.
Hi. So can you introduce who's who?
I'm Nia. Hello.
I'm Bri.
Last name is Bowles.
Great. Hi. Welcome to the show. So I was just letting our audience know that we're going to talk to you about your successful business. So can you kind of give us a little, maybe take turns one at a time, like give us a little bit of background on yourself, like where you came from, like what, maybe if you had a career or a job before, and how you decided to open the cakery. Whichever one wants to start first.
I guess we should start with our introduction on how we met.
Yes, that would be great.
So on Facebook, there's groups where you sell things. And Nia was selling a brownie pan that I wanted. And I messaged her and I told her I wanted to buy the brownie pan. But at the time she works for Double D Cupcakes. And I was like, wow, I'm not 18 yet, but that's my dream. And the rest was history. I met her after I bought her brownie pan and told her my life story the day I met her. I asked her for a ride to the mall, not knowing who she was yet. And we kind of just trusted each other after that.
Yeah, honestly. That's pretty much it.
That is a love story made in heaven.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. Okay,
I don't think I've trusted anyone as quick as I've trusted her.
Honestly.
And obviously it's not really paid off for you guys, though. I mean,
yeah,
look at where you're at.
The universe.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I agree. And Nia, do you have anything that you want to add to that?
Oh man. No, I mean, that's honestly the gist of how we met. I think that once she was able to, so I guess the new story, I guess, would be once she turned 18, we were opening up the Double D location that's at our current location now. And I called her one day and I said, hey, you said you wanted to work here forever. What do you want to do? Like, do you want to be an employee? And the same day, still not knowing what's going to happen, she just trusted me and she quit her job at Stater Brothers and we started working together.
Nice, nice. And that was right when
who the impulsive one is, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't even get interviewed yet. I just was like, yeah, I'll quit my job today.
She's like, I'll quit it in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
So I did.
So then how did you guys decide to open a business together?
I think that while we were working, we saw, so at the location that we were at, she didn't want to do custom cakes at all, which is understandable. It's a really small location. It'd be hard. And, you know, all the struggles that we go through now is exactly why the previous owner didn't want to. But we saw that how many people are genuinely looking for them. We said, why don't we do this at home? There's nothing wrong with it. So we decided, we got licensed real quick and we started working from our house, and we would be from either my apartment or her parents' house at the time. And we did whatever we could to make it work, and kind of just build up a little bit of a name for ourselves. Back then, they didn't offer pop-up shops and all that cool stuff, because we more than likely would have been a part of them for sure. But we just hustled like any and every person that we knew. Like we did tons of cakes for you guys, and
Yes, yes, you have. Yeah. And so then how did it come to be that you guys got the shop on Lancaster Boulevard?
It was a fun surprise for Bree.
So I had just turned 21, and Nia said, "Oh, let's go out to dinner. My mom wants to take us out." I said, "Okay, cool. We're going for drinks." She's pregnant. She's gonna tell me something exciting. And we had been told for quite some time. The owner was always like, "One day it's gonna be yours. One day, you guys are gonna have your own business, and you guys are gonna take over, and I'm gonna retire." And we're like, "Okay, one day."
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know at the time. I had gotten another job in Beverly Hills, and she was not joking. And she brought it to Nia's attention. Nia thought it would be cute to take us out to dinner with her mom, and I'm thinking we're getting drinks. I'm thinking she's telling us she's pregnant. Then she breaks the news, and she just slams it all on the table, and she's like, "We have 3 weeks to decide whether we're gonna open up under our name or not."
Wow.
Which
just
was
like that.
terrifying.
Yeah.
That's
terrifying. And I felt so guilty because, you just got your job doing like your dream, working in a real kitchen that does real pastries, French kitchen, to just say, "Hey, sorry about this. What you want to do?"
Wow.
I can't imagine that with first of all, being a woman-owned business, and also how young you guys are. There had to be a lot of challenges. Just kind of to navigating all of this. Can you guys share what some of those challenges were?
Absolutely. A lot of times people underestimated us. One, you're women, fine, be sexist, do your thing, but the fact that we were young, and granted, I'm almost 10 years older than Bree, but I'm bubbly like a kid because I never want to let that go. People really underestimated us and thought that we couldn't handle the stressors of owning a business, which granted, any business owner really can't handle it, but we figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's a lot. Like there's, anyone who wants to own a business is clinically insane, but dreams. Like it's true.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of people chastised us for thinking that we weren't able to handle it, or people would try to come into the shop and do power trips on us, and it never worked because if you remain positive and humble, you get a lot further, and you can kill with kindness a lot more than you can with throwing stones and making a bad name for ourselves. So
right,
I'm the obnoxiously happy one, and I'm good cop, she's bad cop, and it works.
She's good cop, I'm bad cop.
You understand what the is.
Yeah, you can say that.
And then right after you guys opened the business, Bree, weren't you in an accident?
So I did make the decision. I said, "Okay, sure, I'll jump again and we'll open the business." And then which was ironic. I was like, I need to figure out how to quit my job in Beverly Hills. Like I had just started it. And I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I just started getting more hours. So I was in the process of working on quitting there. I was even going to try and hustle running the shop and working there. And then on my way home from Beverly Hills, I got into a car crash. I was literally maybe 5 minutes from home. And that was 2 days before we opened the business.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it wasn't even when we opened. No, it was not 2 days.
It was like 3 days before we opened.
3 days. So we were set to literally shut down our old boss's shop and then open up the new one literally the next couple days. And
No, the next day.
Wow.
well, it kind of set everything back. And we, in our heads, we had it like we're gonna jump, like we're just gonna roll with it and kind of take it. And then I got into my accident and I said, well, that's how I quit Beverly Hills. That's not how I wanted to do it, but that's kind of how I let him know. I called them and I said, I'm not coming back. This is why. And I'm also not coming back because I'm opening a business. Sorry to like throw it in there.
Yeah.
So one, you know, it wasn't even an option. I was in the hospital for 9 days. It was pretty drastic. I had, you know, tough times, but we didn't have an option. Like the show must go on. So,
Right.
you know, I did what I could, high as a kite in a hospital bed, and then she opened up shop, and we kind of just had whatever hands on deck that we could until I came back.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank God that you had such a strong partner and
Yeah.
she was able to do
Yeah.
this. Like I was,
Yeah,
I'm getting a play-by-play of it thinking, oh my God, like, how is this going to go? How is this going to
That
happen?
was terrifying.
I
I'm
wouldn't have
thinking,
done
how am I gonna do this by myself? Like, this is a big deal. Luckily, I had my mom to help me out with at least the mornings of
Very nice.
doing whatever. But yeah, we got really lucky. I tried to make sure I made Brie a part of the process the entire way. So every morning I was at the hospital. Every evening I was at the hospital. I was like, hey, what color do you want the walls? And I bring like paint swatches to the hospital.
Nice.
She doesn't even remember choosing the colors.
You were that high.
Which makes it so funny.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of that. Well, I guess we chose like
Yeah.
logos. We chose paints, hours.
And
Don't remember
can I show really quick this this artwork that you guys had done for the show or for the you guys have a show too. No, for your shop.
We might as well.
We do.
You might
Right?
as well. I want to share this because this is gorgeous. Look at that.
Yes. Floradonna Cakery on Lancaster Boulevard in Lancaster, California.
So beautiful. And it actually looks like you guys,
Yeah.
it's so cute.
Right.
I
That's
love
what I
it.
said.
Love
I
it.
sent her a
So
lot of
nervous it
photos.
wasn't gonna look like us.
Yeah.
Are you guys comfortable sharing with who's the artist that did that for you?
Yeah.
It's
I can
work.
give you her Instagram. Yeah, she's in Switzerland, I believe, and I found her on
Nice.
Etsy.
On
she killed it.
Etsy? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I followed her on Instagram. She's got like 10,000 followers and clearly knows what she's doing. So I'm
Yeah,
all for
it's
it.
beautiful. It's beautiful. I saw it. I was like, I love this.
Yeah, we were kind of nervous. you
Right.
know.
Really?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
both
I love
really unique looking, I think. So
Yeah.
it's
And it's
different to have,
new,
like,
right?
a
Like you guys didn't start out with that. It's new.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
That's-
did it
I love this.
maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's
it's
beautiful. And the
Thank
fact that the colors are so bright that it totally goes well with sweets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 She did
we,
amazing.
wanted to add something that would, make it pop because black and white doesn't do all of it. So
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so how long has the business been open now?
It's a little over 3.5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They say the first 2 years are the hardest. So if you make it past
Man.
2 years,
oh yeah, they are.
it's street.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of jumped into that thinking we're just gonna go with it. We don't know how we ran with it this far.
Oh yeah. It's
But
just-
I mean, I
that's-
order
that's
from you
hustle
guys.
and passion.
Yes.
Your drive can get you wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
And that seems to be a theme today.
Yes.
That seems to be a theme today because we were talking in the car on the way here about how it literally takes guts to be willing to fail,
Absolutely.
right? So you have to be willing to try and fail in order to achieve great things.
Yep.
Right.
You
And
don't just succeed.
exactly. And so for you guys to take that leap of faith It's like what you said, Bree. I took that leap of faith again.
Yeah.
You have to do it over and over and over again because you're never gonna make it if you don't try.
Yeah, it's not that I like failing, but I love taking the risk on if I'm gonna fail because I like proving myself wrong. So once again we said, well, if we're gonna fail and we're gonna do it together.
Absolutely.
And we didn't. So because we didn't, we're just like, all right, we're just gonna keep doing this together.
And also, this is a crazy opportunity that came very quick and does not happen to anybody. So we agreed we might as well fail and at least be able to say that we at least tried than to not know what that would be like at all.
Right. I always say that you miss out on 100% of the chances or the risks that you don't take.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's an automatic fail if you don't take the risk. And I mean, I've known Bree since she was like 13.
Yeah.
So I know how things loves to bake.
I've failed a lot.
Yes. And she would come every time she'd show up at my house with cake pops and everybody would fall in love with them. I had people would go into my refrigerator and hide them in their jacket and take them to their car.
She told me she used to sell them at school.
Like, what happened to all the cake pops? And they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I did that. I did that as like a hobby, and then I started hustling at school, and I'm just gonna bring them over to the family. You guys can be the testies. So
yeah, and they were great. The red velvet ones, I love them. We love them.
Thank you so much.
To this day, we still got them.
Yes. So let's talk about what all do you do and offer at your shop?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well,
a
lot of people ask that because we don't have a theme. We don't have a style. We don't have a category. We kind of just do whatever we want. And that's the good thing about it being our business.
Your power.
Yes.
All four of us.
Yeah. And that's the thing is what a lot of people did underestimate us on. They didn't like that because we're females and we can do whatever we want. We kept the dynamic pretty much the same. We have cupcakes, but now we do cakes. We thought that was going to be, the gist of it. And then we said, well, we're bored. Why don't we just keep adding more things? And 3.5 years later, we're still adding more things. So
all the time.
You guys even make dog treats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And cakes.
Yeah.
For dogs.
For dogs.
I love it.
Recently, a lot of people have asked us to make cat treats, like a lot of people. So apparently that's becoming a thing. So you might see a kitty line.
Yeah. Nice. Yes.
Well, that's what it's also because of where we're at, being on the boulevard. Like Nia said, if we didn't have this opportunity, we probably wouldn't be on the boulevard. So we scored on that. So you kind of have to, in business, take where you're at and what's surrounding you and what's going to work for you. And luckily, being on the boulevard, what do people do? They walk every day, all day, and majority of them have dogs. So
yeah, I've been there.
We probably wouldn't have dog treats in the mall, but we have dog treats on the boulevard. So
yes,
that is what is called catering to her community, right there.
Exactly.
Yes, I love it. So what's new and coming up? What can we look forward to?
Ooh,
I know. I was like, no.
It's hard because once you come to our shop, you think of a bakery and you're like, ooh, I can't wait to just run amok in there. Well, then you realize it's less than 700 square feet. You're really just walking four corners. But to us, we've changed a lot with just one case. Now we have one fridge. To us, that one fridge, we can put 5, 6, 7 to 10 items that we didn't make before. And so now we're looking at, okay, what can we add to a refrigerated case that we couldn't add to a regular dry case? And a lot of times we ask our customers, we go on social media and we ask what the people want, because we have ideas, but what do you guys want is what we like to know. But I would like to say there's gonna be some cold treats coming soon.
Nice. Yes. I get notifications every time you guys post something on Facebook or on Instagram with the pictures of the cupcakes and whatever the deal of the day is. I loved when you guys would take pictures of your customers with their cupcakes or their
That's
cake.
That was my favorite thing to do.
And post it. I love that because that's like, it really catches you. Like these are real people going in and ordering, and they're happy with what they got. And here's a picture of my happy customer going home. And
I'm bringing that back.
I love seeing it. Please do. I love seeing it.
It was one of my favorite things. And then it introduced people who've never heard of the bakery or just passed it by. I would go outside and say, hey, I made whatever this flavor is. Would you like to try it? Also, can I take a picture of you? And they're like, oh, right? Okay. Free sugar? Like, who's gonna say no?
Right, exactly.
I guess that's what they teach you to not do growing up, but
don't take sugar from strangers. Take candy from strangers. Yeah.
And often we do get that look, like,
yeah. All the time. I'm like, we own it right here.
You're trying to roofie me?
Yeah. No, honestly, bought some stickers. Here's some business cards. Make it, we're official, and then
right.
Oh, okay, they'll eat it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So, okay. So, Bree? Are you back in the shop full time or?
Still, when we opened up shop, I was supposed to be on leave for a long time because I was supposed to, but I had to take part of my shop somehow. Had to go through some legal stuff, had to go through a lot of healing, but I made sure like I came when I could. But it's hard, you start realizing that you're not going to make money at the beginning for sure. And it's discouraging. And on top of like, I was basically a robot learning how to walk all over again. I tried putting my foot in, where I could. I went through a phase where it's like, how far can I step in without it being collateral damage? And now I am in full time, but I had a baby almost 2 months ago. Yay! So I've been out for a few months. Yeah. I've been out for a few months for her, which is very odd, 3 years later being not at work again. But again, I have to have my foot in the door somewhere. So I try and communicate, help, take orders, social media, anything that I can at that point. I do plan on going back soon. I'm probably bringing my little human with me because that's my plan. But yeah, we're in the shop full time. And that's another thing that we do take pride in. We've known business owners, we've worked for other business owners that you don't see in their own business, which is very weird to us, but I guess that's common to society. But we love what we do. And I feel like, it sucks that, we see other people living their best life, but do they even love what they do anymore? Like,
right.
I feel like they lose that. So we definitely work full time, probably more than full time, but we're there all the time.
And I understand that you guys have hired a few people. What was that process like for you? I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in the position of having to interview, hire, fire people, but what was that search like for you?
I think it's a harder process than it seems. There's so many things to consider, and most people go off of personality based things, and I don't care if you have experience or not. Training somebody's easy. It's almost easier if they don't have experience, but trying that out and realizing that that's not the easiest thing. So I'm having my own struggles on figuring out like what's a good fit. But it's unique. It's to the point where I feel like every single person that we interview or speak to, or someone potentially who wants to work with us, I always take it as a compliment first, because if somebody genuinely wants to be there, I already love that. A lot of people want a paycheck. Anybody can get a paycheck. That's not what we're here for. Like, we want somebody who actually wants to be there as much as we do. And it's cool when you find somebody who's like-minded or has just even like a little bit of drive. No experience, but all you need is a little bit of drive, and it's really cool to watch. So I'm constantly learning from asking. I straight up ask questions I probably shouldn't even ask, just so I can figure it out. Like, I ask other business owners, I'm like, hey, like, what's the right thing to ask, or what do you look for? And everybody's very helpful. And luckily we live in a nice little community where people can be positive and we can all empower each other, because I notice a lot of businesses are very competitive, and that's not how it should be. Like we're in such a small community. We might as well keep it open to everybody.
Yes, I agree. And so
it's very difficult because other business owners, you also see, they hire and they don't care about the employee. They don't care about, like, they forget that that's a person still.
Yeah.
So us, we're sentimental and emotional and empathetic, that we don't just, okay, do you have experience? Like, we kind of like, we need to match your energy. We need to like know your vibe because you're still a person to us. And if we want to, go out and have a bite after, like, we want to invite you, not like, okay, like, have a good day. That's weird. You're not just we're paying you, like, you're a person to us.
We want to be the bakery of Olive Garden. When you hear your family.
Yeah, literally.
Your family.
Everyone that we brought into the shop, they're family.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes. Before, during, and after, like, it's family. So.
And I've noticed, I'm old as dirt, and the jobs that I've had is like the ones that treat you like family. You're invited to their kids' birthday parties,
Absolutely.
you have, oh, hey, we're going to the beach, let's all go, like that is the quality that people are looking for, because once somebody is in a job for a long time or even a short amount of time, but they don't like who they work with or what they're doing, they do a crappy job, crappy customer service, and then they struggle with themselves to get up and go to work every day. And nobody wants that. You want to enjoy what you're doing. You want to be happy to go where you need to go every day, and you want to feel like you're a part of something special. Absolutely. And I've only had a couple of employers that made me feel like that, but I learned so much from them. I really respected their perspective on things. And when they went to teach me something, I really listened, because I really, really just appreciated the effort that they put in there to make me feel comfortable, and it's like, you're the boss, you're the owner, this is your place. You're going out of your way to make me feel special. Like, that is really unique.
It's the best feeling. Like, that's the experience we would love to give people.
Yeah. And I mean, I love the both of you automatically. So like, I'm sure like you just being you, the both of you, like, people just, they flock to you. They flock to your business. They love what you're doing. Like, I've been in there and I've been in there and seen it so busy that I'm just like, okay, love you guys. Bye.
That's a good problem to have sometimes.
The mom and pop side. It's a little hectic in there. So sometimes people got to respect that, because we are so small, and
but you utilize it very well.
Thank you.
You do.
Engineering.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, I have to lose like 20 pounds just to fit in between there.
We'd probably fit more people in if we could, but
yes, it's been so unique. So did you want to ask them anything?
Is there anything else that you guys want to share with our viewers before we let you go? Any, social profiles, any final thoughts, any words of encouragement for young women or men out there trying to start a small business?
Oh yeah. Well,
I was like, all of it.
Tell them about the Christmas event. You can tell them about that.
Yeah.
On December 7th. So there's an event. Let me bring that up. We often, honestly, and that's another thing about us being like a women-owned business. It's pretty rad, because a lot of people do underestimate us. But guess what? We're organized and we like to talk. So it does help us in that aspect. It's interesting when we kind of take full advantage, in a sense that, like you guys mentioned, people flock to us. Well, people flock to us, and we have a good crowd. We know a lot of people. So I think what helps us in that aspect is we can take part in any event we want. We can, on the boulevard, outside of the boulevard, with other companies, by ourselves, whatever we want. And we do have an event, I'm looking for it, with, I think it's promoted through Eventually Events. And that's Christmas, December 7th. And we usually do one pretty much every holiday. So
I've seen some of your postings when you do events, and I love that you guys go out and do events and that you're there.
Yeah.
And you're representing
Absolutely
the product that you're bringing, and I love that, where people can come up, they can meet you, they can talk to you, they can talk about what you're offering. Maybe other businesses will be interested in booking you for something else, one of their events. Like, I love it that you're very hands-on and you're upfront. You're like, look, this is me.
It's nice to be able to do that. Definitely.
Yeah, I love that.
Me too.
I'm so looking for it.
No worries, it's okay.
I know it's December 7th for sure.
It's always nice doing those events too, because when we're in the shop, we're physically working, and a lot of people want to stop and chit chat, and we're physically doing all the things that are going to fill the case so you can buy them. And I feel so bad because most of the time we can't stop and talk to people, or we don't get to have that engagement, that conversation that you would have when you go to a pop-up event, where you can literally just have a one-on-one. They ask about your product or what you do, and you learn about them, and vice versa. And most of the time it turns into a big networking thing anyway, because people are so kind. Most of them.
Yeah.
Like most of them.
And like a lot of you guys' clientele is like word of mouth, right? I mean, do you guys do much advertising or?
No, advertising is so incredibly expensive. I wish that we had.
We know.
Yeah.
It blows my mind how much it costs to do the most simple thing, or to put an ad in a paper or something. And it gets exhausting because you have, 70 different people calling, and I'm thinking, wow, I really wish I could pay $3,000 a month for a billboard or whatever it may be, but we're not there yet. But that's that drive and that hustle, word of mouth, and actually being a good person and doing things for your community is helpful as well, because it's people like when you see something positive when in a world that's pretty corrupt right now. So
I totally agree.
And a lot of the smaller businesses that I've seen, even the mom and pop places, like they really struggled with COVID, and 60%, this is a statistic, 60% of the small businesses that had to close due to COVID are not reopening.
That's right.
Yeah, it breaks my heart.
Yes. So to see what you guys have created in such a little time, and then to survive through this and be as busy as you are, like that really speaks volumes for you.
Oh, thank you so much. We went into panic mode and said, how can we keep going? Like, because you know what, granted, there's a pandemic that goes on. People are still getting married. People still have birthdays, and kids are going to still expect X, Y, and Z. And I know that we're not necessarily essential, but us being food, it allowed us to stay open throughout the pandemic. So we made as much as we could for people, just to give them that experience. And often I remember us not even charging if we didn't really have to. Like, obviously we have to survive, but we've been in circumstances where they're like super loyal customers, and we're like, you know what, we'll take care of you for this because everyone's struggling right now. It's not just you. So it's really cool.
That's super kind. I like that. Yeah.
Cool to do.
I'm telling you, like, all it takes is that one-on-one time for 2-3 minutes, and instantly people love you. They love your business. Obviously, every time somebody's on Facebook posting on one of the groups, where can I get this cake made? And they shoot a picture of it, or I'm looking for somebody to do something special for so-and-so's birthday. I'm like tagging you guys.
Thank you so much. I always feel bad because it's always people that want something very last minute, and with us being so small, and it's so hard. So turning people down has been the most pain. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, please come back. It's just not.
That also has to be like a very accomplished feeling, though, that you are turning people down. You're literally getting so much work. That has to be something that feels really good. Like, damn,
I wish I looked at it as good. For me personally, it stresses me out. Like, I feel so bad.
Because you can't.
But I know it's accomplishment. I do. I just deep in my bones, I'm thinking I can do more. I can help you and help you and help you. I want to be the Oprah of cakes, I guess, or something. But like,
you get a cake and you get a cake and everybody gets a cake.
So what is your time frame right now? If I called you tomorrow and said I need a cake, how long would it take you?
Oh, it doesn't take us as long to make it as the space of having it. Considering we share the building with Sassy Bird, We only have so much space in our walk-in, and we only have one refrigerator to put cakes in that only has 2 shelves. So once those shelves are filled, we have no place to put cakes. So that's why we ask people to book 2 to 3 weeks in advance.
2 to 3 weeks. Okay.
It's just easier for us to manage. But now that we have an additional fridge, which is not a big deal, but it's a big deal for us, we've been putting case cakes in there for all the people that want to walk in and say, hey, I need this, whatever, last minute. We try to keep it nice. We try to decorate them fun still, keep them a little more unique, and keep the flavors fun, just so you have a fun option, just for people to grab on the fly.
Nice.
He's just a little bit more customers.
Yeah, no, I like that though, that you're thinking ahead, outside of the box, you're getting prepared. There's always going to be those last minute people that come up and like, what do you have? I need this now.
Yeah.
And you can grab it out of the fridge. You can do whatever writing or last minute decorating for them.
Yeah, so simple. That's I'm like, oh, no problem. You want me to write whatever on it? Cool. Oh, you want me to put some flowers on that? Awesome. Like,
yeah.
Like, I
Is
love
Brie
that.
okay?
I don't know. Let's see. Where should go?
Let's text her real quick. I want to know about the event happening December 7th.
Oh yeah. So basically, it's through Eventually Events, and it's going to be at the Third Place, which is in Lancaster. Super good restaurant. Like, it's finally a nice place out here that makes you feel like you're not in the Antelope Valley.
Got it. Yes.
Seasonal menu, and I just love going there. Like, from the moment that they opened. If you haven't gone, go check it out. It's so good. But basically, they're doing it's a mixer that's going to have a bunch of different businesses and vendors that are going to offer what their services are, and we're
That sounds fantastic.
So we're really excited that they asked for us to be there, considering that through the pandemic now there's so many different at-home bakers.
Yeah,
it's nice for us to get an opportunity to squeeze into one of them.
Very nice. So you guys are part of like the Chamber of Commerce, and do you guys do those mixers and things?
We are part of it, but unfortunately, because we're the ones that are literally in the building, I never have time to make the meetings, which I feel so bad for, but our circumstances are not every other business's. So
I've been to a few Chamber of Commerce and even the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce mixers. And, a lot of people are like, hey, that's the way to get, word of mouth and get exposure and all of this stuff. Like, it's all business owners. So, you're talking with another baker, or you're talking with another security guard, or another real estate agent, or, and I mean, it's nice to have that contact and stuff, but, they're really not all that. So
it'd be more appropriate if they let the general public into these mixers.
Yeah.
The general public comes in and attends these things and buys a ticket, and we raise money for whatever it may be. I think that it would bring awareness to all the businesses, rather than, hi, this business is going to meet this business. It shouldn't be categorized like, how are we going to get our word out?
Right. Yeah. So I'm saying, don't feel bad. You're not. Welcome back, Bree. Hi. Are you okay?
I figured it out.
Did your thing die?
No, it just said reconnecting, and I was like, guys.
Yeah, because for a long time I saw you like this. Yeah, and I'm like, wow, she's like really concentrating. Like, she's into this moment, like really good.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize too. Like, wait, that image isn't moving. I was
like, is she breathing? Wait.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what was happening, and then I was like, maybe I should just like redo this. So I literally
good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Other than that, I probably would have left you guys.
Right.
Well, ladies, shout out your Instagrams, your Facebooks, whatever social media platforms you guys are on.
I will bring all that in.
We will go ahead and we will post those up with your show advertisement and put you on the cover. And we thank you so much for your time. It's been so fun. And we'll bring you back on later on and do some updates and see what exciting things are coming your way and whatever you want to share with us. And
thank you for having us.
Right. Honestly, this is our first time doing one of these.
Really?
Clearly.
You can't get me in front of a camera. I panic.
How did you like it?
Yeah.
I think she did good.
Yeah, I think she did good. Yeah. Good
I didn't
job.
freak out. I didn't cry. I didn't like run away.
He's like, I approve. I approve.
I approve of this message. We're
If you
good.
bring the camera to her, if you're bringing the camera to her face, it's different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different realm.
Yeah, because I'm in control of this, I can just close it if I need to.
You know what we should do? We should at some point go to their bakery and we should like take pictures and film and like show people what it's like on the inside.
Yes. Would you guys mind us doing that coming in?
Yeah, see, Nia's not going to be part of that one.
Well, come on down. You can film everything in it. I don't have to be a part of it. And then I'm back.
Like, that was my hand in that video.
See that rose right there? I did that.
I did.
It's been so fun, ladies. Thank you so much for your time. I know you guys have busy schedules, running the business, running your households, your families.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations on the new baby. And thank you so much, ladies. And we're going to come and we're going to see you soon, okay?
All righty. Thank you so much, ladies.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
That was fun.
That was so fun. I loved it.
Yeah, that was cool.
I loved it.
It's so nice too to see, especially young women, especially young minority women,
yes,
being willing to take that. It was exactly the words that Bree used. Take the leap, you know, and be willing to trust that even when you are severely underestimated, be willing to trust that you can accomplish this, that you can do something that people don't think you can do because most people can't do it or won't do it or whatever the case is, but knowing somehow that you're the exception and you can't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's something really powerful, and it's something, and I think this is a trend that we're going to notice in everyone that is currently pursuing their goals and being successful at it, is that way of thinking.
Yeah.
Is you have to be willing to take chance. Like she said, I don't want to fail, but I'll take the risk to reap the reward.
Yeah. And she said that she likes to challenge herself.
Yeah.
And she'll doubt herself, but then she'll push herself to prove herself wrong.
Yeah.
And I've done that several times. So I really get where she's coming from. And, you know, just the things that they've accomplished. And, you know, they're very, very modest young ladies. And, you know, just, I know, since I know them personally, I know a lot of the struggles that they've overcome, and they're just amazing people, and they're so inspiring. And that's kind of been our trend today. Yeah. With us giving ourselves pep talks on our way here.
Super dorky,
but it was great.
But it was so good.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was so good.
And you know, and then we did another interview today with a good friend of mine, and that was his message as well. Just like, you know, empowering yourself, motivating yourself, you know,
knowing your worth.
Yes.
Knowing I deserve this. I can accomplish this. Like I am enough.
Yeah.
And I have enough power in myself to be able to manifest whatever the fuck I want in my life.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
It's been such a beautiful day.
It has.
Like, I've had so much fun. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, for watching us, for leaving us your likes, your comments. We love it. Please continue to do so.
Yes.
Don't forget about the raffle.
Yes.
Go ahead and sign up on
patreon.com/Real Talk Tonight. Or buymeacoffee.com/Annalise.
Yes, do it. It'll be fun.
And all the links will be in the description box below. This has been the latest episode of Real Talk Tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.